Hey guys, it's Erin. I just wanted to pop on and answer any summer health questions. I know there's a lot of why can't I stick to my diet? Like, what's going on? It's a really kind of crazy time when it comes to why can't I, possibly stay healthy when I want to? It's the summer, right? It should be easier, right? It should make complete sense that it should be easier. However, it isn't. And a lot of us don't know why. We're in our bathing suits, we're in shorts. What gives, right? There's a couple things. It just is. It's life, right? And because there's so much going on, it can be difficult. All the special barbecues, all the special food, special. The days are longer. There's more reasons to get social. There's more opportunities to stay off of your schedule. Hey, Jose, how are you? There's more likelihood of impromptu barbecues, more everything, right? Versus the winter, at least in the Northeast, where everyone kind of hunkers down and watches Netflix. In the summer, it's a very social time, more vacations, and there's just a general vibe of everything being special. Just is. Especially, hey Wendy, how are you? I never see you anymore. Turns out we have a mutual friend, Wendy. We need to talk later. Turns out that it's a lot more challenging than we thought. I used to have a big problem with the summer. I used to always gain weight in the summer, which used to just piss me off. There's no other way to put it. So this week I've devoted my media postings to one big quandary each day. Today I talked about how there's 43 days between now and Labor Day and how to take that into an opportunity. So those of you who are being driven crazy by your kids at home, don't worry about it. Use that as 43 chances to get yourself towards a healthier place. Time's going to pass whether or not you decide you're going to utilize it for your best self or not. Tick tock, right? If you decide this is going to be the new regime, you can even use what is special or different in your favor. For example, have your kids help you food prep. Or so you're changing hotels every couple of days. Great, a new gym to make it interesting. Reframe it so it's positive. And like Erin Waltz, I agree. A lot of things are planning ahead and deciding it's going to be positive. So if it all starts in how we look at it, right? If we decide it's going to be awful ahead of time and there's no way we can do it, well, what the heck? So what I get a lot, and this happens like 3 days after Halloween, why should I bother? I should just wait till after the holidays, right? Or now it's like, I should just wait till the kids go back to school. It's too crazy now. It's never the wrong time. Oh, hey, Mark, how are you? Jenna was over the other day. It's never the wrong time to take care of yourself. It's never the wrong time to prioritize your own health. It's never, ever the wrong time to make a healthy choice. So in the summer, there are a lot of opportunities to grill, to be outside, to go strawberry picking or raspberry picking, and there's farmers markets everywhere, right? Let's look for opportunities, not roadblocks. Kind of like flip the switch on what we're seeing. Another question I get fairly often is exercise. I can't do it. We're all in a big house in Nantucket. The kids are everywhere, or we're in an RV in the Grand Canyon. How am I supposed to exercise? Well, there's all those apps everywhere, right? You can download an app, download all those 20,000 different exercise ideas. You can always get an iPod and go for a run or a walk. When there's a will, there's a way, right? If you decide you're going to find an opportunity, you will find it. With exercise too, you don't really need that much space anymore, right? If you are motivated and you want to do it. Also, if you go on my website, I'll put a link up later. I'll make a note here. I have some intervals I made, and I think I made them during the holidays one year, but it's like of how much time you have and how crazy your family's making you. The 30-minute, 45-minute, 60-minute versions of how much you need that like mental release, because exercise isn't always just for the calorie burn. It's also for just the mental clarity, the endorphins, all the good yummy stuff. All right, so something else that happens a lot in the summer is the rosé all day phenomenon, i.e. just the drinks are flowing, right? Your bottomless rosé glass just keeps on getting filled. And Friday night drinks turn into a lost weekend of just eating everything. Because when we're having a lot of booze, we kind of throw in the towel, right? The nachos are a good idea. The next morning we're hungover. Where are the donuts? We can do a lot of damage mentally and physically. So physically, this is what happens. Our body is inundated with all these really crazy hormones and chemicals, like, for lack of a better word, like pleasure chemicals that are very exciting short term, like sugar, long term bad, right? So to keep that up, we got to keep on feeding the beast, right? And it's a huge amount of calories, huge amount of fat, huge amount of low nutrition, high caloric food. I can imagine not a lot of vitamins and nutrients in that, but you still manage to eat a whole plate of them. Also, with all that alcohol, it's metabolized, turns to fat really easily. Smoking is a whole other conversation, Erin. I am me, and we'll talk later. With these long weekends, it's really tempting to come home, or at least turn off the rosé, and decide you want to go on a cleanse or a fast or a detox or a reset, or everybody else is doing at the gym. That sounds like the perfect idea to undo what you did. Don't do that. That's going to just swing you the entirely opposite direction of just dehydrating yourself and not giving yourself enough of the right nutrients. What we want to do is live in balance. We don't want to live or in starvation. We just kind of want to be happily going about our lives. So if you have one of these crazy weekends in which one glass of wine turns into a weekend of wine, which I don't endorse, but let's face it, rosé happens. Do not overreact when you get home, okay? Just get back to what works for you, drink a ton of water, and learn from it. Don't have it be what a lot of people do when they're younger, like in their 20s. I see it all the time with millennials. Sorry, millennials. The weekends they party, the weekdays, they starve. Then they're like, how come I'm not losing any weight? Well, it's because you're either basically binging or purging, and your body's never gonna know what's going on. So let's find that balance place. All right, so exercise, rosé all day, opportunities, okay, planning ahead. It goes that old annoying saying that your mom might have told you, or maybe I might have told you, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So if you're renting a house with your friends, there's a grocery store, go get the food you need. You're going out to dinner, check out the menu online, ask the concierge at the hotel. There are a lot of ways we can look out for our future selves and make sure we have the food we need. We can bring stuff ahead of time. A lot of resorts, if you call them up or tool around their website, you can figure out what you can order ahead of time to make sure you have the right coconut milk or whatever you need to ensure you have the food to stay on plan. Okay, what else we need? Another question I get, which I do not like very much, is I just want to lose 10 pounds quickly. Just tell me how to do that. You don't want to lose 10 pounds quickly just because you forgot your sister's getting married on the 15th of August. She's been getting married 15th of August the entire time. You just didn't want to think about it. So let's not decide we're going to go on a big crazy diet. Let's just really tighten up our eating habits and have a mentality of health. And I guarantee you'll see results. But all this dieting on and off, for those of you that haven't read my book, and I just happen to have a copy right here, it's not on purpose. The reason why I call it Why Can't I Stick to My Diet is because when we're always trying to get on a diet and stay off of a diet or get on, it's because we're still in the dieting world. When we have a diet that we're going on, it's because we intend to go off of it. If you have a way of life and a way of eating and a way of being like I do, it doesn't even occur to me to have a lost week in a day anymore. I just don't, that's not how I live. So if all of a sudden I had to have a weekend where I had to wear a bikini the whole time, I'd be ready because I'm always eating how I want to eat so I could be in a bikini. Does that make sense? All right. And then lastly, what cocktails do you recommend? That one I think is really funny. I rarely drink anymore. It's just not really my scene. But I understand why people do. My kids just got home from camp and they're kind of making me nuts. So I totally understand why. And it's very social, right? So what do I drink when I drink? I typically am like a white wine spritzer kind of person with a lot of spritzer and very little Pinot Grigio. Ideally stay away from anything with lots of syrups, lots of whipped cream, anything super girly, such as like, I don't know, a mudslide or a lemon drop or anything you would have had in college. So not a lot of mixers and stuff that makes the sugar content go higher. Like a Cosmo is a notorious example for something really bad. As far as if you're going to have a cocktail, what to have. Beer is really dense calorically. Guinness is atrocious. A lot of people have things like gin and tonics or scotch and soda, anything that cuts the alcohol, like white wine spritzer. It's a lot of club soda, very little white wine, and a lot of ice. So you can nurse that thing forever. I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, we're going to be doing summer FAQs all week. You can always IM me or email me, and I'll hopefully answer your summer FAQ. And have a good day, you guys. And thanks for coming. Bye.